This is Team Dalton Reed and Bridge from 청라달튼 School, and I'm the leader of the club, uh, Chaewon, and I translated an article about how different variations in the children cancer disease can have implications in its treatments and in the advancement of the current treatment system. So my Oreo summary would be how the recent findings of children cancer has had implications in how it can improve the current medical system when it comes to the cancer treatment. And the reason behind this is because usually the tumors are known to be accompanied by little variations. However, with a more sophisticated sequencing strategy, it has been found that there can be a lot more genetic variations within a single cell. And the evidence backing up this up is how the nanorate sequencing method has proved that among the newborn baby uh, children cancer patients, there were around 100 more variations within the cell. And 3 out of 4 people have also been found to have FOXR2 genetic variations, which also stands as an implication for having many variations. And as a whole, this proves that there has been means in terms of different means in terms of treatment for cancer, children cancer, and possible to, uh, it is a plausible statement that we will be able to create a more advanced treatment method. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. 이제 채원이가 다른 친구 이제 추천해 주세요.
다나.
화면 공유해드릴게요. 잠시만요. Okay, so this is Donna, and I'm also the leader for our Dalton Reed and Bridge team. I translated an article from the Pan American Health Organization associated with the World Health Organization on children cancer and adolescents cancer. So most of it is basically just basic information about children cancer, and then they talk about what their health organization is doing for it and what their initiative is. So to sum it up with a Oreo summary, the opinion would be in order to increase global childhood cancer survival rates, systemic improvements are needed at both international and national levels. The reasoning is because significant inequalities are arising from differences in medical capacity across countries, leading to large gaps in diagnosis and treatment availability. So, as a result, even children with treatable cancers may not receive proper care, putting their lives at risk, which is a serious problem. And the evidence is basically the data of how in high-income countries, more than 80% of children cancer patients are cured. This and despite low and middle-income countries showing lower survival rates around like 20%. And therefore, if countries strengthen their diagnostic and treatment capacities through programs such as the WHO Global Initiative for Childhood Cancer and Cure All, global childhood cancer survival rates could be significantly improved. And that's it. Thank you.
Next.
My name is Yaso, and I did a translation on the article from BBC on how many families in the UK are struggling with their finances because of the government not providing them with sufficient finance, like within a short time. So my opinion is that the UK government should shorten the registration process for these families to sign up for the funding and additional finance care, because many are struggling mentally and physically because of their lack of finance. And an example is that in this article, Miss Daniel Roberts, with a 9-year-old daughter suffering with children cancer, is suffering mentally because of having to write these long administration papers while she has to care for her daughter at the same time. And it's a big stress factor for her in her life. And lastly, my opinion is that the government should provide more care on and support on these issues so that these families can just focus on curing cancer for their children and not have to suffer any mentally.
Thank you. 그리고 끝날 때는 항상 뭐 thanks for listening 뭐 그렇게 상대방한테 그런 것도 필요해. 이제 내용은 다 어차피 여러분들 한 것이니까
네,
나중에 끝날 때 경청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 그거 꼭 넣어주면 좋고,
네,
그다음에 그 오피니언 마지막에 할 때 내가 앞으로 나의 비전 있잖아. 이야기하자고 그랬잖아. 내용은 이런데 내가 앞으로 의사가 된다, 뭐 경제인이 된다, 선생님이 된다, 예술가가 된다면 이런 것 이렇게 이런 활동 아이들 위해서 나는 어떻게 더 일을 봉사활동하고 싶다, 아니면 더 어떤 비즈니스를 하고 싶다, 뭐 그런 포부를 넣어주면 좋다고 그랬잖아. 그래서
네,
여러분들이 만약에 이제 진짜 교수님 앞에 가서 이야기할 때도 뭐 이런 이렇게 공부해왔고 봉사활동 해왔고 앞으로 제가 이 학교에 입학한다면 어떤 일을 할 것입니다. 뭐 앞으로 어떤 꿈이 있는데 그 비전을 통해서 어떤 일을 이루고 싶습니다라고 이야기를 해줘야 그 사람들한테 인식이 되거든. 아, 이 친구가 앞으로 우리 학교 와서 열심히 할 친구고 정말 와서 공부를 통해서 세계적인 인재가 되겠구나라고 인식을 넣어줘야지. 뭐 그냥 뭐 어쩌다고 학생들은 많은데 예를 들어서 근데 정말로 이 학교에 오고 싶어 하고 이 갈망을 하고 이 갈증이 보여줘야 돼. 그래야 어른들은 감독관들은 아, 저 친구가 올려는 의지가 있구나. 합격시켜줬는데 안 와봐. 그러면 학교도 손해, 여러분도 손해. 학교들은 학생을 유치해야 돼. 학생이 많으면 경쟁이 돼가지고 떨어지게 하고 학생이 없으면 뭐 모셔와야 하거든. 학생이 없으면 의미가 없잖아, 학교가. 근데 니네들이 가는 학교가 이제 학교가 학생이 없을 수도 있고 많을 수도 있고 그건 모르는 거니까 그 상황에 따라서 어쨌든 간에 있든 없든 간에 열정을 피워야 하고 내가 여길 꼭 와야 한다는 것을 설명해야 하듯이 아이들을 지금 돕는 봉사에 다른 기사를 이야기하지만은 너희들이 필요할 수 있는 것을 마지막에 들어줘서 감사합니다. 제가 앞으로 어떤 사람이 된다면 아이들 돕는 일에 연관성이 있든가 연관성이 없더라도 다른 일을 하겠습니다라고 딱 의견을 던져줘야 호소력이 있다 그 말이지. 항상 이야기할 때 어디 가서 얘기할 때도 어른 입장에서는 아빠 입장에서 선생님 입장 교수님 입장에서는 그런 걸 듣고 싶어 하는 거야. 지금 내용은 다 여러분들이 한 걸 다 인정하지만은 왜 그걸 했냐 이거지. 왜 그런 봉사를 하냐 이거지. 그것을 꼭 갖다 그걸 붙여줘야 여러분 꿈과 비전을 넣어줘야 그 학교에서는 일단은 여러분 학교 가는 게 목적이잖아. 그다음에 더 꿈을 펼칠 수 있으니까 패스를 해야 되나. 그러기 위해서는 봉사하는 거고 또 이 봉사 내용을 가지고 또 아픈 아이들을 돕는 좋은 소스가 되는 거고 여러분들은 또 여러분들로 성장을 해야겠죠. 자, 계속 하면서 이제 업그레이드가 되는 거야. 다음 사람은 또 힌트를 줬으니까 잘 기억하고 하고 다음에 발표할 때는 미리 뭐 원고를 써와도 좋고 원고 안 써도 뭐 여러분들은 실력이 대단하니까 바로바로 해도 상관없지. 막히면 한국말 해도 상관없다니까. 근데 기왕이면 영어로 막 연습을 이렇게 하시라 그 말이에요. 자, 다음 누구지?
So 유주.
민주? 민주?
유주.
오케이.
이유주요.
또 이은주 어디 있어?
유주.
유주야. 유주 준비했어?
네. 네.
유주야. 더 목소리 좀 더 키워서 자신감 있게 그냥 친구들이 이야기듯이 해봐.
네.
괜찮아. 뭐 누구 잘 보일 사람 있어? 누구한테 잘 보일 사람 있어? 뭐 누구 남학생 있어? 야, 뭐 잘 보일 사람 없잖아. 다 우리끼리니까 그냥 큰 소리 치면서 막 해. 자, 유주. 레디 고.
Talked about how scientists found genetic changes linked to cancer in children. My oral summary opinion is rather than finding the cause of childhood cancer in a single gene, research is needed to comprehensively understand and target various genetic changes. The reason is because in adults, cancer is often caused by the accumulation of exposure to carcinogens, but in children, structural genetic mutations are an important cause of cancer, and in particular, structural mutations can be inherited from parents that can increase the risk of cancer by directly changing genetic function. And for evidence, according to the study, children cancer had more structural mutations than cancer-free adults on average, and boys in particular are more likely to have very large DNA fragment mutations, which have found to affect key functional genes. In conclusion, in order to understand the causes of childhood cancer, it is necessary to comprehensively study all genetic changes, and through this, cure and prevent childhood cancer using the development of precise and targeted treatments. And from these findings, if I would be able to help in part of these studies, I would like to help children in cancer by doing research and find efficient solutions that could directly help these people. Thank you.
됐어요.
Hi, my name is Claire, and I'm part of the Dalton Weir Bridge group, and I translated an article on children cancer by News and Health, NIH. And first, my opinion is pediatric cancer is a frightening and life-threatening disease, but thanks to major medical advancements, many children now have hope for recovery through better medical treatments and higher survival rates. And this is because treatment methods have improved significantly over the past several decades, raising children cancer survival rates to over 80%. And this allowed many types of cancer to become treatable or manageable. For evidence, I wrote, for example, common children cancers such as leukemia and various solid tumors tend to respond better to treatments. So with improved chemotherapy, many children no longer need extensive radiation, which can help reduce long-term side effects in children as well. In addition, the NIH supports pediatric cancer clinical trials, which maintain effective treatments and minimize side effects as much as they can, and also continue developing new therapies. So, therefore, although pediatric cancer still remains as a serious illness, scientific and medical progress has greatly increased children's chances of living healthier lives, offering far more hope than in the past. So I thought from summarizing this article that even though pediatric cancer is frightening and a serious disease, since modern medical advancements have raised survival rates dramatically, this inspired me to envision a future where continued innovation and compassionate medicine allows even more children to live healthy, fulfilling lives, which is something I want to support and contribute in my own way. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hoyoung Yu. First of all, I'm glad to have this opportunity to participate in Dalton Read and Bridge program and help raise awareness about cancer. I translated articles about childhood cancer and the need for sustained medical research and social attention to address this issue. My main point or opinion is that although child cancer has low incidence, childhood cancer still remains as one of the main causes of death in children, and therefore it requires an urgent support and attention towards it. My primary reason for this need is that first being the causes and risk factors are still largely unknown, and second being that unlike other cancers, for child cancers, like its prevention is not really possible through lifestyle changes. To support this, for example, I have statistics that show that while treatment outcomes are excellent with over 80%, but over 80% of patients are surviving at least 5 years, and the disease still accounts for a high proportion of overall mortality for children. And also, most cases have been found that it's unrelated to parental habits, and its causes are still not are still not confirmed. And my final opinion is that through our collective efforts and supports, we should focus on advancing early diagnosis for child cancer and try to work on developing treatment technologies through continuous research and commitment. That's pretty much it, and thank you for listening.
오케이. 감사합니다.
So my name is Inyoung, and I translated the Cancer Research UK. And this article was about like what type of children cancer are and like how the treatments. So I think raising awareness about children cancer is very important. And even though children cancer is rare, many symptoms can look like common illness. Because of this, parents or teachers might not recognize the sign early, and understanding the basic facts such as which cancers are most common and how survival rates have improved can help people respond more quickly and support families who are going through treatments. And for example, the article states that over 80% of children diagnosed with cancer now survive at least 5 years, and thanks to better treatments. This improvement shows how powerful early detections and proper medical care can be. Knowing that brain or spinal tumors are the most common types also helps people understand what doctors look for. And overall, being aware of children cancer help communication and act sooner, and offer support and give children a chance for recovery. Thank you for listening.
네, childhood cancer is a critical global health issue, especially in low and middle income countries. Although most types are treatable, survival rates are very widely due to delayed diagnosis, limited treatment access, and treatment abandonment. According to World Health Organization, each year around 400,000 children are diagnosed with cancers like leukemia, brain traumas, and lymphomas. Over 80% survives in high-income countries, but fewer than 30% in low and middle countries, which is very tragic. WHO initiatives such as the Cure All Framework and Global Medicine Platform aims to raise survival rates to at least 60% by 2013, amongst low and middle income countries. Early diagnosis, better treatment access, and global cooperation are essential to save lives and reduce preventable childhood cancer deaths. And I hope a future where the number of children diagnosed with cancer continues to decrease worldwide. Thank you.
수고했습니다. 야, 꿈이 뭐야?
저요?
응.
Hi, my name is Bamira, and I'm really eager to join this SOT Read and Bridge. And I've analyzed this article about early diagnosis of cancer in children and adolescents by the World Health Organization. And it basically explains about the different classification systems that demonstrates that early diagnosis is a crucial system for children with cancer. And from this article, my stance is that governments should adopt and fund standardized early diagnosis systems like the red, yellow, green model. It as a mandatory national policy, because early detections kind of like saves lives, reduces treatment costs, and it strengthens health equity for children. Why this stance is effective is that it focuses on prevention and early diagnosis, the most cost-effective part of cancer care, and it also supports training for primary care workers who often miss early signs of diagnosis. It is also backed by global initiatives like WHO and the World Health Organization, aiming for 60% survival worldwide by 2030. Thank you.